Thanks.
All right. What's up, y'all? It's Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, and president of the ONYXCON Foundation. We're going to get mellow with it now, you know what I'm saying? It's the evening. We're just going to vibe out. We're just going to vibe out. It's a good day for the most part, you know what I'm saying? I did a video today, so I'm very proud. I'm very, very productive these days on my videos. I'm trying my best to publish every day. It's looking more like every 2 or 3 days, but there was time I was doing maybe 1 or 2 a week. So if I can get 1 or 2 every other day, I mean, in a week I might end up with 5 or 6 versus 2. And that's how we're going to monetize this channel, with, of course, going live and tons of great shorts too. But the other thing I'm learning I got to do, I got to start forcing y'all to watch these long videos where I compile a bunch of shorts into one video. I call them dumps. You know, when people say photo dump, yeah, I like doing those because it's easier to edit that later, and I can, you know, take a clip of it and make a short and all that versus, you know, it just depends. I'll take it back. Sometimes you need to just edit a short to be nothing but a short. Specific where you want the music to hit and all that kind of stuff like that. All that matters. And definitely I've seen it for videos that went over 1,000, which is always my goal. Trying to get 1,000 on every last one of them things. But we're edging up on the 3,000, which, I mean, I want the 4,000 watch hours, but we edging on up. It was like, what was it, like 16? I always forget these numbers. 16 something. Like 1,600 or something. It's close to 1,700. You know what I mean? That's the kind of numbers we need. Because I know if we're doing that and we keep that momentum in the next week or the rest of this week, we might mess around. At least this is my goal. I'd love to get at least the 3,000 somewhere in August and land the 4 right for my birthday. That would be optimal. And I'm a Virgo, by the way. Shout out to all the Virgos. So my goal is to get September, like August, like I say, August 3,000 watch hours, 4,000 for my birthday. But here's the other thing I need for my birthday, and I'm gonna make this into a short. I need some thumbs up in here too. I know I'm mesmerizing, but please touch that button, please. Thank you. All right, now I need some vacation time, y'all, that I'm gonna spend with y'all. It's content that you can be a part of. If you have a channel, I'm gonna say this real loud and clear, where you have a business of your own offline or online, either or both. A lot of people got multiple businesses. You better have some stuff going on these days, right? Whatever you do, as long as it's legal, as long as it's respectable, as long as it's well organized, you know, and you have a decent logo that's well seen and visible. And if you don't, I'll say this too, because I'm a designer and I can create a logo. I mean, nowadays there's really no excuse for anybody not to have a logo. With this AI, all you gotta do is describe it well, and it'll give you something. Now, some people don't have the creative fortitude to write out an idea, put it in clear enough English for the app to understand and give you a good result. Or it gives you a decent or really cool result, but it looks like everything that everybody else does. It's really boring. There's nothing exciting about it. It's actually kind of whack. Yeah, that's when you need me still. So I can design a logo for you, just saying. Just throwing that out there in case. You never know. Never know who might need some help in that regard. I do logos. And yes, I use AI. But like I say, the way I do mine, y'all seen my ONYXCON logos, man. My stuff be right. And a lot of those I pre-designed before all this AI stuff took off. So all I did is just tell it to enhance what I already had created. And even if I were to do something from scratch, a lot of times I'll still sketch something out and refine it with AI. Like it's still my vision no matter what, and it's always going to be my writing, my vision, my conjuring, my request. It's all about how you do that. It's going to give you the results of the best. So I'm just saying, if you need a logo, ONYXCON@gmail.com. Say, yo, I saw that live. I do need a logo. You know, explain what your business is about. Don't just leave it at that. I need a logo. No. What is your business about? Where are you at? You know, give all the basics. Give me some details. Give me something that I can work with to give you a quote. And then I'll give you a quote on what that can cost. Rest assured, depending on the size of your business and all that, because I give breaks to, you know, small businesses. I know what it's like when you ain't really got it. You know what I mean? But if you are in a place where, you know, you on the ride, you got a little something, yeah, you can expect it to, I mean, no matter what it is, it's going to be a few hundred. It's going to be some hundreds. That's no matter what it is, okay? I don't do logos for less. I don't think I've ever done a logo, honestly, less than 500, but I could, under the, you know, economy we dealing with. Like I said, if your business just started, small business, you have to prove it too. Prove that it's a small business. Send me something that documents when you started, what it is, what's your reputation as a business, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right. I might be able to work out, you know, a quarter of that or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If you are, you know what I'm saying, super young business, I might even be able to do half. You know, like I said, my standard price is $500 at base for a logo. But nowadays, like I say, most people don't need, they're just going to whip something up in AI, whether it looks good or not. But I'm saying, if you don't want your stuff looking generic, you want something unique that may still be AI generated, but very, very top level, talk to me. Because what I'm going to think of, ain't nobody else going to think of. I promise you that. They're just not going to do it the way I do it. And I actually still draw. I'm a drawer for life. So, I don't know if y'all saw this post. It was maybe 3-4 months back. I did a series of numbers, 1 through 9 and 0. And it was actually for something else. And I started with one. I only needed like 1 or 2 numbers. And I just said, I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm going to do a set of numbers. And it's kind of graffiti-esque / just fantasy. And I made them look like they were chrome polished with copper edges and 3-dimensional. And I got a video where I show the process. I show me sketching on my pad, you know, on my tablet. It's a time lapse, so you see the sketch, the build up, the negative space, positive space, the erasing, the bring back more, add more, take away, add, take away, add, take away, till I got them to the shapes and forms I wanted. And then I took those, which in and of themselves are dope, I mean, for flat art. And I told AI what I wanted it to do, and that is just amazing. I mean, that right there, I had to take a moment and think about what else I could do with now that I know I can use it that way as a tool, because that's all it is. You know, there's so many other textures and things and all kind of stuff I could do. And what I love is that you don't have to do a completely, I mean, the more polished the better, but you don't have to like literally do a completely realistic drawing for something that you want to look realistic. Once you get it to a certain point and you say, all right, it's on you, tag to you. Do this. And if it at least does this, that's a good day. That's a good day. You really can't ask for more. If it goes past a couple of your requests and nails it, that is so amazing. So amazing. So anyway, that's one way we're raising funds for ONYXCON going into the new year. And I start now. End of summer to me is like pre-new year, because you got to think like that to get ready for everything you're trying to do, right? I really want to, like I say, monetize this channel. That's the most important thing this year. It was the most important thing last year at 12 a.m. in the morning on New Year's Eve, and it's still the most important thing. We have to get AdSense. We have to know that we're going to at least be getting something off of all this work that I will continue happily to keep doing, but only if it makes sense. I got to get it going on YouTube. It's got to happen. And the greatest thing about it is, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this. I was talking to a buddy today telling him about how I'm going so hard on YouTube. And he was like, man, you and everybody else. And I laughed. I said, yeah, but one thing about it for me is I've been doing this hardcore for 5 years. And then I thought about it after I got off the phone. I was like, no, it's more like 7 or 8. But I can't say hardcore 5. Like 7 to 8 years I've been putting in that, you know, the real, just like, I'm serious. I'm building a YouTube. Because it started in the COVID situation. I remember, you know, if I really counted off, it was like 19, 20, 21, 22, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20 fat, because I can look at my numbers and see when they spiked. Like there's a bar that you see on your YouTube studio, and it shows, like, it looks like a stock when it's going up. If you look at it, if anybody got stocks and stuff, you can see the performance of a stock. That's, no matter what it's doing, up and down, it's still going up no matter what. It may be doing this, but it's going up. That's us. That's ONYXCON. It literally, you see nothing, and then you see when I started posting, and it just builds and builds and builds and builds. I love to look at that graph and know that I did that work. And I know come September, I would think we should have it all. My best dream, by the time of my birthday, it should boom. Because last year, around that same time, when I always cover Dragon Con, House in the Park, and whatever else is going on in Atlanta for Labor Day weekend, we get a soaring amount of numbers. Thank you for the love. I see that. Appreciate you. And so it's my guess that is going to happen again. It's going to leap, because every day is another year on YouTube. It's 365 days. It's from this day, this time this year, to this day and time last year. So Labor Day last year was a boom. By the time I get to Labor Day again this year, anywhere near it, it should be a boom. And I'm hoping it's gonna slam dunk us into monetization, like fully. That's what I hope. You know, we shall see. So that's the goal, y'all. That's the goal for real. And I know it's possible. And I want to say too, if anybody, because after all these people I done accumulated, you know, I know I had a really diverse group of people. I got people all over the world who are subscribers. And I love the idea of knowing I got an international audience. But, and I say this, you know, some people internationally don't mind doing financial transactions overseas, but most ain't gonna do that. So I'm not gonna say I'm not talking to y'all. I'm just gonna say, surprise me if you are overseas. Like, I always make the joke, I say, I can have a Nigerian oil tycoon up in here that follows my channel and loves it. I can have a Saudi Arabian sheikh or somebody in Dubai with big bank that watches me every day, and I don't even know they're watching like that. You know what I mean? But I do know that those countries I just mentioned be watching, because I see the number. I know I have an audience in those places. So you never know who's watching. And my goal is like, yo, I want to get donations, because we are a 501c3 nonprofit. Now, of course, if you're out of the country and you give a donation to an American nonprofit, I don't know how that works for you being able to get a write-off or anything in your own country. But you're definitely helping something to grow, you know. And for people, I've had people in the comments like, come to my country, visit my country. Be glad to. Are you rich? Give me a donation, like, for real. And I'm not even joking. I'm not even laughing at that, because I know some people could be. I don't believe that. I do believe that most of my audience is everyday people that ain't rich, but I'm pretty sure out of almost 4,000 people, we probably got about 10 millionaires up in here. They just low-key quiet, they don't, you know. And that's how, you know, I respect that. I understand that. I'm just saying, yo, if you got it and you can even be a silent donor. I don't even have to know. Just if you want a shout out, you know you're gonna get it. If you got a business and you want it shouted out, you know I'm gonna shout you out, right? And that's what I want to do. Like, if you have any type of business that we can support, we want to put you out there on the front of, and I've done this before. I always sponsor content. I have sponsored content from the past where I went places, and those videos wouldn't have been possible. Gas money, part of the ticket, part of the hotel, whatever my situation, without those people who put in 5, 15, 25, 100, up to 1,000. I have some people put in that kind of money. So I'm saying, if you those people, I need more of that. And I'm starting the campaign now. You're going to hear me talking about this. My goal is my birthday. I'm considered, it's an international holiday, especially for ONYXCON, right? We celebrate September 9th, 9/9 Divine, I call it, all right? So you got from now till 9/9 Divine, and even thereafter. I mean, you never stop giving, whatever. But we're trying to make it by the birthday. That's the goal. I think that's a good range of days for somebody to step up and start representing like that. And like I said, I don't care how much you can send. You send what you can send. At ONYXCON on Venmo, cash sign ONYXCON on Cash App, support like that. And let's see if we can't get, I'm trying to get anywhere from 2K to 5K. Straight up. I mean, hell, on a logo, I can say 4,000. I'm trying to get 4,000 watch out. We can make it symbolic. If I got $4,000, I'm taking a trip in honor of all those people that gave that money. And if you have a business, if you have a website, if you have a YouTube page, and because there's rich people who just, the funny thing about this economy, there's a lot of people starting YouTubes now because they think this is where the money is. Now, everybody who's been doing it for a long time knows the market is oversaturated. They're not paying people as much as they used to, but people are getting paid still. Don't believe none of that hype. They wouldn't be on here if they wasn't getting that. Come on, man. I hear them whining and complaining. I get it. I understand. It would piss me off too if I used to make 10,000 every month, and then suddenly I'm making 5 or 3. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I'd be like, they don't do it like they used to. I'd be saying the same thing. But it all sounds crazy to somebody who ain't even monetized yet, like my channel. You're like, man, I don't give a damn. Look, put a couple of hundred in my account every month. What? That's literally that. For that, I'm gonna tell you for real. $100, $200, more like two. Two is best. $200 a day, which is why I tell my people if you wanna advertise, you will have your logo featured on the content at the beginning of the content for that season. If you donate between now and, because I consider this the end of summer season, all right? All the way through September 9th, all right? My birthday. Donate between now and then. Any major video I produce, I'm talking about the ones that are edited, like the one I did today even, talking about the situation with Black Panther. Videos like that, they slow grow. They start off 20-something views. One day, the topic gets hotter and hotter and hotter. Before you know it, they 50. Before you know it, they 100. I had a video, I forget which one it was, from the other week. And it was like that. It got up to like 100. And, damn, which video was that? I can't remember which topic. But it grew, was what I'm saying, because it's a hot topic. And it was already a hot topic. It's just my channel's not as big as other channels, so in the algorithm, we're further down the road. But eventually, it catches up to us. I'm learning that's how it goes. Like, if your topic is hot, like this whole thing with Black Panther, it'll be like next month, and I'll see if I keep directing, because I direct shorts that are related to videos. It's a good tactic if you're YouTube. Any short that relates to a certain video, when they say what would you recommend from this short, that video, and you relate them to your long video. Sometimes I relate it to other shorts, like if I got so it happens, slowly but surely. But the real slowly but surely, we gotta go somewhere, y'all. I want a passport stamp this year. We mess around here, this is gonna be another year with didn't go nowhere and get a passport stamp. I can't go out like that. I can't go out like that, y'all. I did it, I had to last year. I'm feeling like I have to this year. And that's when I said, what am I acting like? I don't have support. I got people. I got damn near 4,000 people. I know out of them 4,000, somebody, somewhere, loves what I've been doing and has watched my long videos, watches my travel videos, watches my fishing videos. All my anglers, you like my fishing videos? Yo, I want to go fishing. I always go fishing when I travel. And typically I'm going to get a charter and go out on either brackish water, ocean, It could be inshore or deep sea. I don't care. If I can afford it, I'm there. I'm gonna be on the boat. You hear me? But we can need a budget. Like, you know, to tell you real talk, between now and September, like I say, September 9th, my birthday, we mess around and get a $5,000 budget because y'all start donating for real. Somebody drop a bag on us because y'all got it like that, and you love the channel, and you want to see me fish because you like fishing, and you've seen my fishing videos, right? Man, I will go deep sea. I will go deep sea. I'm gonna go out there and be like, yeah, I want a hammerhead or something. I'm catch and release on a hammerhead. I love hammerheads. That's one of my favorite sharks. All the sharks in that family I love. I like sharks in general, but those are the ones, man. Those are dope. Or go back to Mexico, and the captain I know down there, he told me straight up, he said, Joseph, he said, Jose, we started talking about shark species and stuff, and I said, so what do y'all have here? He started naming stuff. He said the Mako. I said, y'all got Mako? He said, oh, yes. He said, they loco? I said, they loco, ain't they? He said, they loco. I said, man, here. He said, Jose, you come back, I take you. We go get the Mako. I said, man. And he mean let's eat too, because they gonna eat it. Hey, and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me get my fillets. Let me get just a little, all I need, I mean, as big as them sharks get, man, golly. And it's legal there. I mean, it's not like endangered or anything. I wouldn't want it if it was that. I ain't playing them games. I ain't about that. But yeah, I would love to catch one. I mean, they look crazy as hell, but that'd be one for the books right there. Mess around and catch a Mako. And did you know that Mako, M-A-K-O, is actually, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, if I remember my facts right, I got so much floating in my head. It literally means shark in Maori, in the Maori language of the Polynesian peoples of Aotearoa, which is New Zealand. Land of the long white cloud. That's what Aotearoa means. Shout out to New Zealand. Shout out to Ace Live, man, out there in New Zealand right now. I don't know if he's still there now, but his latest content is from New Zealand. I've been enjoying that because that's somewhere I want to go. And he's there, or has been there. It's dope, man. Ace Live. Shout out to Ace. But, man, when I tell you, I laughed at that when I first heard it. I was like, so we're basically saying shark. Yep, Mako is shark, yep. In that language, yep. It's like Mako. It might be like Mako. I don't know how they would say it. I want to hear them say it. But anyway, I'd love to catch one of those too. Man, there's so many fish. My list is insane. I mean, I want to catch a wahoo. I want to catch I never get tired of catching barracuda. Giant barracuda, the bigger the better. After this one video I just saw recently, I know that I'd had to go to certain parts of West Africa for what I think might be the biggest in the world. Like the next world record will come from, I saw a video, this guy was in Gabon, and I couldn't believe what he caught. It was insane. He didn't even get the whole fish because they have bull sharks too. He ended up pulling up just a head. He was fighting it until the line went limp, and it was still heavy, but he's like, wait a minute, why is it not fighting? Oh my gosh, oh, the shark's got it. He pulls it up. This dude had to be like, I don't know how tall he is, 5'7", 5'11", if I had to guess at max. I'd give him 5'8". That damn shark's head, just the head, was as wide as his body almost, and was as long as from his shoulder to his waist. Now that's just the head of the biggest barracuda I've ever seen in my life. I said, I didn't know they got that. I knew they got big, but I didn't know they get that big. That was absolutely phenomenal, right? And it just stuck in my head. I'm just like, I want to try that. Like, oh man, oh my gosh, and feed the village. You know what I'm saying? Because he went out with some true local folks from a village. You know, so I ain't on that. Everything catch and release. I'm like, you know, stress the fish out for an hour, you're gonna release it, and it's still gonna get hit by sharks because it's tired. Like, come on, man. Pull it up, take it to the house. And I don't think he put that head back. He kept that because, you know, there's enough meat inside just that part to feed somebody. So, yeah, I guess you know. Right? And I would have been like, yo, steam it, get all the meat off it. I want that skull. I would have been like, I need that shellac. I don't know how the hell I'm gonna get it back. Over, you know, the shipping gonna be insane, but Oh man, if you could bring that back, oh my gosh. I'd have that, like that'd be a centerpiece on the wall right there. Like crazy. Crazy. And it's forever honored. I mean, it's like that barracuda lost his life to a shark. You know, you got a story to go with it forever. Everybody be like, man, what the hell is that? Be like, man, I was in West Africa and I'm fishing and pulled back. I thought I had a full barracuda, the biggest one I ever seen. And all that was left was the head because a bull shark got it. What? So that really, how long was the whole fish? How big was the whole fish? What was the weight of the entire fish? That's the ultimate question. Crazy. Crazy. And I'm trying to remember that dude's name. I ain't committed it to memory yet, but he's in his own way trying to be like the next Jeremy Wade. I mean, he's got his own style, but he's definitely modeling everything after what the legend River Monsters Jeremy Wade did, which is forever my favorite on-screen angler show. It's just Jeremy Wade is the king. He just do this. That's my show right there. Love that show. I need to get me a box set of every video. That's what I need. I need all the DVDs for that. Before they start taking everything off of streaming and telling us what we can and cannot watch, and you got to pay for every freaking thing. Man, please. Like, let me get my DVDs out. Shit, ain't nobody playing with these fools. They already talking about, I heard something the other day. They were saying they just won't stop pissing people off. They were saying that they're going to start charging for all kinds of stuff that we've gotten used to it not being a fee for those things online. Like, they literally want, some of these companies really want to get it to the point, you know, now you'll pay for Netflix. It's like, damn, I paid for the shit, all right? And I paid for the no commercials. Let me just, nah, that ain't good enough. They want to make it where the price gonna go up per month, or certain films, even if you do pay for a package, still come with their own price tag or whatever. All kind of crazy stuff, man. Like, I'm like, y'all gonna, man, it's too tight. It's too tight out here. You're gonna piss it off to the point people gonna be like, you can keep all that shit. It's already there. All of us older folks who know where it's going and how bad it's gonna get, we already figure like, man, get out of my face. But young folk just can't, you know, they think they're invincible. But I hate it for y'all because you're gonna feel it the worst. I would hate to be coming out of college or in college right now and cocky thinking that you know, all your films gonna be on your I mean, they're still taking movies off of those PlayStations and stuff. You done bought these movies, they're taking them down and shit. Crazy. It's over the top, y'all. It's over the top. Way too much. Way too much. Can y'all still see me? Barely any light left. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut this one down. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all on the way home, you know, vibing out with y'all. See you maybe in a minute. I might go live again. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some gaming tonight. It's been a minute. We'll see.